gold volume.
All right, so let's look at yesterday. We left another bullish imbalance. So we broke, include the evening session. So we were trading inside value, then we broke above the highs, retested. Sorry, this is the overnight session. I'm sorry. So we were trading, we opened here. So we filled the gap, we tested inside value area, immediately rejected, tested maybe once or twice, attempted to go inside value for the previous session, and failed to hold inside value. You can see that very clear rejection. So then that was our first clue to go long. Then we broke above the previous day's high, and that was our confirmation. Then we traded, sorry, let me include this again, but we got all the way to that 20-day point of control, then broke the overnight high. So that was, we kept getting confirmation after confirmation that the bulls were in control. And then we had a little bit of a pullback after failing to hold above the overnight high. And then we broke it again. So now when we broke it again, then we ended up breaking the IB high, and then we kept grinding higher and higher and higher. Took this high, and we just held around this high, the 75.90, which is now the 5-day point of control. And it's looking like it's accepting prices higher. So now this morning we have a pretty balanced profile. We did have some headlines out of Iran earlier, moved higher, then rejected back. Now we're just holding. But what I want to look for today is, first of all, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's like 6 highs here that are all back to back next to each other. So we have the previous week's high, we have the weekly high, we have the high from this session, so this week's high, we have a previous high from here. So we have a bunch of highs all next to each other. So I think these are vulnerable and we might test above them. But why am I saying this? Is because we have all these bullish imbalances that are pointing higher, and these highs that are kind of next to each other. So I think that we're gonna attempt to break this and either keep moving higher, keep grinding higher, or reject after breaking this and then come back into this 75.90 area, or to the 20-day point of control, which is down here, 75.44. So the way that I'm gonna be approaching this is, first, because we're opening inside value, I'm gonna wait until we break. If we break, I'm gonna watch that break. If we have a strong push with volatility coming down and we leave some single prints or low volume area above the highs, then I'm gonna be looking to go along with the breakout, see if we can at least test this 76.15 and see if we can keep going towards the this high volume node up here. Have 76.44 is the projected target from that bullish imbalance from yesterday. So all these levels are at play, and look how close we are from all-time highs. So now if we break above the 67.04, which is this high from June, and then we fell, then I'll be looking for a move down to get back inside yesterday's range, and then see if we can sweep through value and retest the overnight low. At the overnight low, if that happens later during the day, I'm probably gonna be looking for a stronger pullback. But if it happens early, I'm gonna be looking for a look below and fail, looking below the overnight low and failing to move lower, and then see if we can come back into the 75-90 area and then keep moving higher. But that's about it. Remember that inside this area is going to be choppy. If we break above, we could have a little bit of a squeeze / grinding higher price action. And that's about it for ES. And Q. So, and Q left a gap yesterday, pretty large gap. So if we move down, watch this gap at 29,500. But it broke above the 20-day point of control, the monthly and weekly VWAPs, the monthly and weekly pivots. So if it holds above 29,900 and gets above this height, we could see a move higher into the retest of 30,100. That's some resistance, and then if we move above that, then I'll be looking for 30,250. Alright, crude lost that area that was accepting and tested right to that low volume. Now see how we almost to the tick of my rectangle there. I think exactly, look. So bounce right there at that low volume node. Now is accepting here at 72. If we hold this, I think there's a chance that we go back to the 73.50. If we lose this area, then 70 should be the target to the downside. And we have this distribution all the way to 68. So 68 should be support. This area should act as some support. Similar to gold. Gold is slowly shifting value higher. So they're filling this area that was a low volume node. They're trading back and forth. So now it's kind of like becoming a big distribution here. So we could just hang around this area for a while, but we have two main areas that are targets, that are magnets. One is 41.36 and the other one is 40.40. So we might just trade back and forth between these two with some resistance at the top of this range, and then if we break above 42.20 and hold in that area, 43.60, 43.50 is the magnet to the upside. What else? We don't have much going on today, so it might just be a quiet day. I don't know. We'll see. Volatility is coming down, so maybe just more summer grinding higher price action. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Good luck, and have a good weekend.